Hey everyone, how are you doing? So today we are doing the Murdoku puzzles, but we are in the category of very easy. Okay, so there are 5 puzzles available right now. Okay, and I have solved them already. They're easy. Okay, so I was like, I shouldn't be making videos individually, so I decided to make one wholesome video for the very easy puzzles. Okay, so let's just go with it and solve the first one, and I've made a short video on this one. Uh, you can find that in my page, on my page. Okay, and the reason why I'm not speaking proper English is because it's not my first language. Okay, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so I'm sorry if my words go here and there. Anywho, let's just solve this one. Okay, Alexander was beside a box, so he was beside these two places. Okay, she was sitting on a chair. Okay, Carol was the only person on the carpet. So that means A cannot be over here. That means there's only one position for A. We're going to mark that. That leaves us with B can only be over here. Let's see. D was in the bedroom. She cannot be on the carpet, so D is over here. That leaves us with C. She is on the carpet over here. E, she was beside a plant or a shrub. So shrub, there's only one location over here. There's a location over here, but it's X out. So E is going to be over here. And then we have V. Let's see. There we go. On to the next one. Okay, so let's just erase this one. Okay, so A was beside a plant. Okay, A was beside a plant. So there are two locations by the plant. She was south of Cameron. Let's see where was Cameron. Cameron was on the carpet. So Cameron can be anywhere here, 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 and here. Okay. She was the only person sitting in a chair. Okay, so she was the only person on chair. So that means that A cannot be over here. Okay. He was in the library. He was not beside a shelf. So let's see. Okay, this is beside shelf. This is beside shelf. This is. The only place left is over here. So we are going to mark it over here. Okay. So let's see. We have this column for A now. Okay. And then we have this row for C. Let's just X this out. Okay, so that means we have A over there. Okay, C over here. Now we have a position over here. She was south of Cameron. So Cameron is in this row. That means B is over here. That means D is over here and C is over here. That means V is over here. There we go. There goes puzzle number 2. Okay, next puzzle. So we have done 2 of them. Now we are on the third one. It's a car repair is the one everyone have done it almost. So it's one of the puzzles that I did in the beginning when I started doing Murdoku. So A was in the car. A can be in these two rows. B was in the oil slick. Okay. So that means either B or A can be into these two rows. No one else can be there. Okay. She was sitting on a chair. She was alone in the waiting area. Where is the waiting area? Okay, so she was alone, so that means that C cannot be here. So that leaves us with C being here. And then we have the oil slick part open over here, and then we can have B over here and A over here. Okay, so that means that D is over here. See, I told you, this is one of the simplest ones. Okay, he was beside a shelf. Okay, there's only one location beside a shelf, and then V is over here. Let's submit this. There we go. All correct. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we have done the third one. Now we have Netflix and kill. So let's just do it. He was beside a shelf. He was beside a shelf. So beside a shelf is here, 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 and here. She was on bed. So there's only one bed. So that means that this row is for B. She was the only person sitting on a chair. Okay, so she can be here, 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 here. That means A cannot be over here. Okay. D was in the kitchen. D was in the kitchen. So D is here, here, here. Okay. She was beside the TV. Okay. But beside the TV means these two locations. Okay. Let's do it. So what do we have to do now is like she was the only person sitting. Oh, he cannot be over here. So he cannot be over here. He have only one place. That is here. That means D have only one place. That is here. And then we have B over here. And then we have A over here. And then C over here. That means D goes here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. On to the next one. Okay, so now the last one of the very easy puzzles is outdoor painting. Okay, let's go. She was in the first column, so she can be anywhere here. Okay, he was one row south of D in another area. Okay, we'll get back to B. He was beside a boulder. Okay, he was beside a boulder. That means here and here, right? Okay. D was beside the SL. There are only two places where D can be. She was sitting on a chair. Okay. 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 He was one row south of D in another area. Okay, he was south of D. One row south. One row south. Okay, then if D is here, then B is going to be here because this is the other area. That's maybe that is. But these are two rows. One row south. Oh, I marked it wrong. Oh my god. Undo. As well as this thing. This is a statue. Sorry for my fault. D is over here. So if D is over here, then he can be one row down in the another area, which is D over here. Okay, so D must be here. Okay, then E is here, C is here, and A is here. That leaves us with V over here. Let's summit this. There we go. So these are all the puzzles in the very easy category of Murdoku. And next I'm going to be making a video on the expert one. And that's a very difficult one. And it's new on the website. So I want to try that one out. So let's see how it goes. Till then, bye.